Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started. First of all, I want to say welcome to another segment of Woman in the Middle of It. Can you guys hear me okay? All praises to the Most High for allowing me to be here this evening, breathing amongst the living. Not too many people can say that. Of course they can because they're not here, but a lot of people, they're not in good health to where they can even speak. So, gotta give him credit for that. All praises. So, I didn't come on last week because I was in Florida. I had two funerals. Yes, two. I remember when I talked to you guys, it was one, but I think it was Sunday. We got the news about my great grandmother passing. Yes, and she was 99 years old. She lived a good life, but hated to see her go. Um, Mainly because I didn't get to spend that much time with her. Um, I met her while I was living in Florida, and I didn't even know I had a great grandmother. So it was more sad for me because I wished I could have soaked up some of that wisdom from her. Her eulogy was beautiful, beautiful, and they were speaking about all her works and how great of a woman she was, and that made me super sad, to not have been able to experience that with her. But I did get to make it to her service, as well as my cousin Kenyatta. Um, Beautiful service as well. I want to give a huge shout out to the pastor of Highway to Heaven, Pastor James Watson. I want to thank him so much for the beautiful words that were said. The sermon was right on point. What I be talking to you guys about all the time, about really having a relationship with Yah, and just confirm some things for me as well. I never heard him preach like that, and to hear it come out his mouth was just confirmation for me that I'm literally on the right track. He was just saying things on the lines of having a relationship with him, and just because you're at this funeral service or you go to church on Easter Sunday, that that doesn't mean you have a relationship with him. We have to get to the point, guys, to where we are really striving to be as close to Yah as we can. And that is not only saying we love him and, going to church. It's literally obeying his laws and striving to be better people. Because if you really want to be close to Yah, and I've seen this just myself, I'm not perfect. I've been noticing it from the just this past year that if you are obeying the laws of Yah, things are going to start to fall off on you. Like I used to go to the club. I used to want to drink all the time and do a lot of things that was not of Yah. And I couldn't do that, make that change on my own without really seeking Yah and having a personal relationship with him. It's just like you wanting to please your mom or that idol in your life, so you don't do certain things around them. So it's the same with Yah. You once you begin to get closer to him, you're automatically gonna want to do certain things to please him. You're gonna automatically want to obey him. You're gonna want to try to keep the commandments and all that stuff. So anyway, I just never heard him preach like that. So all praises to the Most High for letting me be right there at that time to hear that, because I needed that word. And I also wanted people to hear that word as well. So thank you, Pastor Watson, for letting us utilize the church, and also doing my cousin's eulogy. The service was beautiful. Shout out to her children. I love you guys. And remember what I said. I'm here for you if you need me whenever. Don't hesitate to call. So, on a lighter note, I'm going to talk about just some things that I've been going through since I've been home. Getting back to work, um, I have this event coming up Saturday. And you guys seen some balloons on my regular page. If you're not friends with me on my regular page, please go over there, inbox me, send me a request, and I will accept it. I don't accept everybody's friend requests because I get like hundreds of them a day. So inbox me and say, hey, I saw your show. I really want to be friends with you. But anyway, I did the green cascade balloons, like an arch with the black in the middle of it. So I was super excited about this job, but I was nervous. And every time I do a job, I really get real nervous. That's kind of a sign to me that I'm doing it right, or it's going to come out really good. But this event that I'm doing this weekend, I'm super, super, super anxious about it. And I was just so anxious to where I started having dreams and stuff of it going bad and just crazy stuff. So I've been praying for strength in that, and everything seems to be coming along. But I'm just feeling discouraged because I'm so anxious about it. So I just want to tell you guys that encourage you tonight. Like, no matter if you're in the middle, at the beginning of starting something, in the middle, or towards the end, you know, that's Satan's job to discourage you, to keep you from your destiny, to keep you from excelling at whatever it is. Like, I look at myself from just a few months ago. I didn't even think I would be doing the balloons. Like, I like doing events and stuff like that, but the balloons thing is just something I did one day, and I caught the niche and been going. And I want to be at this place, but I know I'm still here. And sometimes it makes me want to give up and just say, hey, why are you doing this anyway? Because you're never going to be as good as such and such and such and such. And y'all don't require that. He requires you to just step out, and he will meet you exactly where you are and help you succeed in whatever it is you want to do. And I have to give myself pep talks even today. You know, I had to tell myself and reminisce on things that I had already went through and think like, hey, you got over that. Now you're in this point. So just keep pushing and keep pushing. So just pray my strength in that, as well as at the same time, why I encourage you guys to do that, because I can encourage you guys all day to do that and then not take my own advice and still fall back and be like, hey, you ain't never gonna succeed, you might as well quit. And a good point I want to make to you guys as well, thanks for all the support. You know, I really get discouraged doing Women in the Middle of it because I see so many lives of people doing things that are not, it's more worldly things. And not that I'm all holy and sanctified on Woman in the Middle of it. We have fun over here, but it's just like, I feel like once you're doing positive things, you kind of lose followers, or you don't get the followers you need. So pray that I stay encouraged to keep on pressing and doing what y'all will want me to do, because in due time, no matter what it looks like, I've got one person watching me right now, but it's going to come to a time to where everything gonna turn around for me. And I have to keep telling myself that, because I see it all the time. Like, such and such has like 5,000 followers and viewers on one live, and they're just talking about nonsense, you know, or just doing absurd things. And it gets really discouraging. It really does, especially when I have to get up here every week, every Wednesday after Wednesday, and sit before you guys and first of all, come up with topics, as well as, you know, look at the low numbers and be like, okay, so to the point to where I don't even look at them anymore. I just pray and ask y'all to put on my heart whatever he will want me to get out there for you guys. I know this is helping somebody somewhere, so I just try and stay encouraged and strengthen myself in that. So yeah, just wanted to tell you guys, just step out and do whatever you need to do, because yeah, he will literally meet you where you are. Once you become, I find myself beating myself up a lot about things that I've done in my past, or reminiscing on things that people has done to me. And I was talking to a mom the other night, and he was just telling me like, you not that person no more. Like, that's the, in my eyes, those things didn't even never happen to you. You know what I'm saying? So you have to start letting things go. And I admit that I dwell on things a lot. I get in my feelings a lot. And I'm here to tell you guys, get out your feelings. Get out your feelings, because those feelings are going to hinder you from getting to where you would need to be to excel. So, like I said, I say that stuff to you guys, but I have to remind myself daily, and to do the same, to get out my feelings and just keep stepping forward and doing what I'm supposed to do. Want to get a shout out to hey cousin, how you doing? Thank you so much for the hospitality when I was down there. Want to give a shout out to Shantoria Kimball and my cousin Tony, my cousin Kaleda, Pharaoh. You guys really came through. Y'all hung out with me, and we were just a great support for each other. You know what I'm saying? Supporting each other within the depths is crazy, because we're close family. Like, my grandma and her sister married brothers, so it was like one set of the family was at this funeral, then another set was at this funeral, and then two sets came together, and we had to go to both funerals. So we enjoyed each other, you know, despite the circumstances. But yeah, we have a double cousin thing going over there, so we have some close blood, and we just really got together and supported each other, and I appreciate you guys for that. Jaylinda, hey, how you doing? Good evening. I'm on the struggle. Jaylinda says, I'm on the struggle bus, but just can't ride on it too low. Stay strong, sister. And I know you are, you know. Jaylinda is the founder of Wyandotte Angels, her and her husband Martin, and they do great things in a community. And it's funny you said that, because I thought about you last week. You know, I found myself not sharing or liking a lot of stuff that you have been posting, because I'm going through my own thing. But I had to remember, like, you have to stay consistent with that, because she needs that, you know, because that can easily discourage you. We don't want you to get discouraged at all, because you're doing a great thing in Wyandotte County, not just Wyandotte County, surrounding areas. We love you, and we're very appreciative of what you do. So keep it going, sister, and inbox me anytime, because I'm on the struggle bus right now. But he just keeps sending me recollections of and letting me know that, hey, you're right where you're supposed to be when you're supposed to be. Just look at that little thing that happens. Like Sunday, I got off the plane, and I don't celebrate holidays as normal. I celebrated Passover, so everybody was celebrating Easter when I got home, and I wanted cabbage, and a lot of places were closed. So I was like, man, I want cabbage. And this voice in my head rung like, call your sister, call Nicole. And I was like, Nicole, what you doing? I text her, and she was like, loading my car up. I was like, what you cook? And first thing she said, cabbage. So I just take that one thing and be like, hey, y'all, you was thinking about me. You know what I'm saying? What are the odds that she's cooking cabbage and I wanted cabbage? I don't go over her house and eat like that. And I really kind of just say to myself, when I got on a plane from Florida Sunday, I was a ball of emotions. Like, I'm crying on the plane all the way here, and it was just like, I just want to get home to my bed. So I went to pick my kids up, and I was just gonna grab them something to eat, and that popped in my head. Call her, and she was cooking cabbage. So I went over there, had dinner with her, and everything was cool. So I just take little things like that. I don't take little things like that for granted, because I know that yeah, make that happen just for me. You know, he moved that little thing for me, so I know he's gonna move mountains for me to help me get to wherever I'm trying to do, because I know my purpose is wholeheartedly true, and it's literally all for a great cause, and it's basically for kingdom purposes, for helping his people. And that's what he sent his son for, you know, to help his people. And that's exactly what the Messiah did, you know. He wasn't liked all the time. He wasn't the life of the party. He wasn't, you know, everybody, he wasn't everybody's best friend, and you're not gonna be. So I had to remind myself of that, especially. Don't get too involved in the pity parties. Everything's gonna work out for your good in the due time and right when it's supposed to be. Hey Tatiana, thank you. Enjoy my daughter and my y'all babies. They came up. It was short time, but no worries. We're gonna do it again. Like I said, I apologize to a lot of my family I didn't get to see, but it was just mainly there to be there for the support that I needed to be at that time. And we have time. It's a time and a place for everything. How you guys doing down there in Alabama? How you feeling today, Tatiana? I'm not gonna be on here long. My hair was the same from when I was down there with you. Yeah, I did my own hair. My friend, she always do my hair like this. She's gonna be so proud of me when she see it, but I really don't have anything to talk about besides that. Just coming to you guys to talk about that. Like, stay encouraged in whatever you're doing. If it's just working a regular 9 to 5 or trying to start your own business, stay encouraged and keep it pushing. So I'll give a little testimony. Again, shout out to Sorrel. She's the lady that booked me for her opening of her new shop. It's a nutrition shop. And if you guys are in the Overland Park area, go check out Vibe. There's VIBE. And there's a lot of, they have chains that disperse out from Vibe, but they're different names. Like there's 2 up here by me, and it's called Wellness Hut or something like that. It's different names, but they sell nutrition drinks, and they're Herbalife based. I've always heard of Herbalife. I've tried other things, but now I'm trying Herbalife, all because of this sweet lady, Sorrel. She booked me to do the balloon arch for her opening, and she invited us in to have a drink. And I liked it because literally, like, when I was leaving her, I was on my way to work out, and I just seen a difference in my workout and everything, my appetite, all that. So I ended up purchasing some products from her and went up there to pick up my equipment from the arch, and just got encouraging words from her and another co-worker there. And it just, like, right place, right time, and I don't believe anything just happens. And she said the same thing, you know. She's like, things just don't happen. This was not a mistake. This was a divine appointment, and I look forward to working with her in the future. She had already spoken into existence, and I really didn't, you know. I thought maybe for events and she would refer me or something, but it's deeper. And that's just showed me yesterday, and it got my spirits up and showed me, like, hey, gonna be all right. You just got to keep on pushing and trusting and have faith. Don't worry about the naysayers. Don't worry about how everybody else is prospering, because he literally blesses everybody differently. So even with my car situation, like, I got the money together, but he has told me to wait. Like, wait. You know what I'm saying? He got it literally, like I told you guys on another live, I really believe he has the vehicle picked out for me and everything, and it's not going to cost me much. But if I get ahead of myself and try to come up with my own plan, that's where things are start to mess up. Just like in the Bible with the story about, was it Sarah and Hagar? And I think the dude was Abraham, and then Isaac, and then they had another Ishmael, a son. So basically Sarah, she wanted a baby, and the father had promised her that she would have one, and she laughed like, I'm too old to have a baby. So she went on and made her own little plans up and had her husband to go and have a baby with their handmaid or their maid or whatever the woman was in the house. And they ended up having a baby, and then later, guess what? She ended up getting the promise that the father had told her she was going to have anyway. And then they had this other set of people, the baby and this woman on this side, and it's just like all hell broke loose. Commotion, everything was breaking loose because that was not the father's plan for them in the first place. She decided to go outside his will and do whatever she wanted to. And we do that every day as people. We ask the Father to do something for us, and we get tired of waiting, or we doubt sits in, and our faith starts to dwindle, and we decide we're gonna come up with our own plan. It's something as small as this vehicle. Like, for real, I really want my vehicle, which I'm using my brother's car right now, but I'm the type of person to where I want my own, and I don't want to feel like I'm a burden on nobody. But I had to sit back and really listen to Yah, and he was telling me, like, I done made a way for you to get to A and B. Yeah, it ain't the fanciest thing, and it's not the most comfortable situation, but you straight for right now. Don't be a busybody and get ahead of yourself, and don't be ungrateful. You know what I'm saying? Be grateful, because I remember a time where I didn't have a car and I had to sit still. So I get to go wherever I need to go, and all praises to the Most High, and shouts out to my brother for letting me use that vehicle. But I've always been dependent and dependent on myself. And yeah, so now this is a real test to if you really depend on me, and you believe in me to get you what I said I was gonna do, for one, and get you everything that you really wanted. So and I just used the car for an example, but it's bigger things that I'm trusting Yah for, and it has a lot to do with building woman in the middle of it, so I can be a great change and voice in this community. It's not all about my wants. It's about things that I want for others. And if you really know me, you know that's the type of person I am. Like, I can deal without some stuff, but it's like certain things that I want so I could be a blessing to other people. But it's going to be all in due timing. And getting back to the story about Isaac and them, yeah, he worked, the father worked, everything worked out in the end, but it's like they went through some unnecessary turmoil and unnecessary trials that they shouldn't have had to go through if they only would have been patient and trusted Yah. So if we're going to be believers in God and say we love him and we trust him with our life, we're going to have to really put those actions to play. So I'm glad to hear y'all good, Tatiana. Well, thank you, daughter. I appreciate it. Keep me in your prayers. Yep, and you're right. We've been there for a lot of people, and to the point to where when things start happening for you, just like you kind of feel a little guilty for leaving certain people behind. But to get to where you're supposed to be, you're going to have to. And not to say that you're going to leave them back there forever. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's the work that y'all needs to do in them in the process of them getting to where you are, or you going back for them. And I said this to my family, on my last live, and I said it down in Florida to a lot of people too. Like, I don't care, how difficult it gets. I don't care who gets mad at me or who talks about me. Like, a lot of people say I'm in a cult because I don't celebrate certain holidays and I worship on a Saturday. But I don't care, you know what I'm saying? At one point in my life, I would care about everything people telling me or what people are saying about me. But right now, I know I know the source. I know that's the trick of the enemy to get my focus off where it needs to be for all of us. Not just for me, because if I don't stand and keep moving, I'm never going to get to the point to where I can come back and help you, or you can see my light, and that's my thing. I'm trying to strive and press forward to be that example and that light, so everybody would see that, and then they'd be like, hey, maybe that girl's on to something. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I ain't used to that. I'm used to tradition, and I've been doing this. And my grandma taught me this, and my mama taught me this, and I've been doing it for all these years. But has that really been working for me? Because that's where I was. I was tired of going to the norm of church and coming home the same way. And since I have literally been following the commandments of Yah, first of all, keeping his day holy, his Sabbath day, I've seen the fruits. And I know I haven't seen the complete fruits of my harvest, but I've seen enough to make me want to keep pressing on and strive to see what's next, or what's to come, shall I say. So, yeah, I'm at the point to where I have to be that example, and it's not easy. It's not easy being, just like in school, you will see the smart kid or the kid in the front of the class always raising their hand, always there every doing, them people we used to pick on, be like, oh, they teacher's pet, or they nerds, and da-da-da-da. It's not easy, but now that you're older, I look back on those people and I was like, dang, I wish I would have followed them, or if I wish I would have paid attention in Spanish class, because I would like to know Spanish, or I wish I would have paid attention at home when he shoot that boring lecture about sewing and stuff, things that would have really helped me, would have benefited me. Now I took advantage of those times, so now I'm learning the hard way. So yeah, just that I want to be example for people so they could see Yah's light in me, and they will eventually. Just got to keep on pressing and keep it moving, and no matter what it looks like, remember that, guys, no matter what it looks like, that's Satan's job. He's supposed to defer us. He's supposed to make us think, oh, we're waiting for nothing, or we could be doing what everybody else do, or we're not having fun. Let's start staying on our job just like he stay on his. Waking up every morning before you lift your head, saying a little prayer. I don't care if it's 5 words. I told my son at a Bible study last Saturday, you have to do your part as well. You know what I'm saying? He's waiting there, and he will meet you where you at. But he's also a gentleman. He's not going to push himself on you. You know what I'm saying? If you choose to get up and pick up your phone and scroll on Facebook and see what everybody else talking about, or wake up fussing and cussing, or wake up to that worldly music. I listen to worldly music too sometimes, but it's a time and a place for everything. You should make him the first thing that you want to seek in the morning, and watch how your day go, because I'm a living witness about that. So with that being said, anybody got anything to say? I would love, love, love some encouragement, some encouraging words, some advice for myself as well, because I'm like in a teeter-totter position. I know I may look like I got it all put together, but I'm not. I struggle every day. Every day. Every day. I do. So I would love any scriptures, any words of encouragement that you want to put in my inbox. I'm welcome to it. I'm going to talk about a touchy situation next week. I'm going to try not to say no names, but yeah, had some disappointing stuff happen to me, a close person, and that I thought was really cool, and that goes, we're going to talk about having relationships with the opposite sex, and is it healthy? Because I'm the type of person, like, I always had male friends, because me and females really didn't get along that well. They were always, so to speak, jealous of me, to where they would end up hating or saying, like I said, I wanted their man, all that. So I kind of veered towards relationships with males. But I'm starting to see, like, that may not be the healthiest thing. So we're going to talk about that next week. And we're going to get into talking about some weights issues that us women have. And just some healthy habits along with that segment as well. Like, I got 3 real good ones coming up for you guys. So please share this video, share this information with your friends. You know, tell them about me. Somebody you may be friends with who's going through a little bit, and you be like, hey, just listen to her. Tell them, just give me a chance, give me a try. I'm not where I want to be, but I'm getting there, and I'm determined to keep on striving towards perfection, which nobody's perfect, but hey, just know that about me. I'm booked for a few events, and that goes to me saying about perfection, like whatever I do and put my hand into, that's why I'm so anxious and worried about this event Saturday, because whatever I do it with pride, and not just because my name is on it, it's because I really strive to satisfy people, because I love people. I love people being happy with me. I love people being blessed by me. So yeah, inbox me. I'm in the process of getting my license for catering, so I'm really not going to do too much with the food until I get that done. But the balloons, parties, all that stuff, like anything that has to do with entertainment or something like that, inbox me. Even if you just need somebody to help you along the way, how am I doing that? You guys buy the stuff. Just tell me your situation, and we can work something out. So with that being said, I don't see anybody saying anything. I look so forward to speaking with you guys next couple weeks about these topics I got coming up. And also, if you guys know anybody that's getting rid of, like, I'm on a budget, okay? I don't have no money like that, and that's another thing. Like, once I get my props and get my merchandise up to where I want it to be, I think I'll be more at ease with doing my events, because I know I like certain things, and I got expensive taste. I mean, like champagne taste on a beer budget. And if I can't do it how I want to do it, I'm just not gonna do it. Like, I found a few pieces at the thrift store, and I was super excited about it, but because they're quality pieces. But if you guys know anybody that's selling stuff at a discounted rate or a reasonable rate, or even donating and want to pay it forward, want to sew into me, please inbox me and let me know. I'll be willing to go pick the stuff up and everything. I need everything. Linens, table covers, just knickknacks, like something. I wish I had a picture of it, or had something here to where I can just show you what I picked up. Just any kind of decor that you think would be nice for a prop for like tables. I like eclectic stuff, old stuff. I need to call Melissa Manthe. Where you at, Melissa? Are you on here? Inbox me, because you got some good stuff, girl. I know you're going to watch this later, so inbox me if I don't get around to it, but I'm sure I'm going to be inboxing you pretty soon to see if you got a couple props for me. Anything, backdrops. I am learning how to make backdrops out of PVC pipe. So any handyman, any women on here who husbands or handyman, and you want to like come with him or go with me to the store to pick out merch stuff, and just like whatever. I know it's gonna get done, because y'all has promised me that he's gonna meet me where I'm at, no money and all. And that's how he works, y'all. He don't want you to have a lot of money, because where's the testimony gonna come from that? He wants it to be just a little bit, and then he gonna come and surpass it. So I know he's gonna work it out for me, and I can't wait to show you guys pictures and share them. Thanks for everybody who's been dropping my name, and KC Boss, Small Black Businesses and everything. Kamisha Moore, thank you, babe. I love you so much. You've always supported me with sharing my stuff. Check out Kamisha. She has a new business, Melted Scents. She should be getting a Facebook page soon. I'll be sharing that on my regular page as well. Just remember, if you're watching this and you want to be friends with me so you can get a lot of that information, because I'm not going to flood Woman in the Middle of It page with that, inbox me and say, hey, I sent you a friend request. I'm trying to be a real friend over here, because I get hundreds of people with the bingo scam, the Cash App scams, not bingo, Cash App scams, and then just men being vulgar, some women too, and they just want to get on there and be vulgar, and I don't got time for that, so I'm not going to accept anybody's friend request. So inbox me, And yeah, just spread the word. Share, even if you don't want to share this live, just share with your friends. A lot of people, they know me. They be coming up to me and be like, "Hey, you're woman in the middle of it." Da, 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 da. And they give me topics. Like one lady, she wants to talk about, she asked me some questions about how do you get a passport and stuff. And when I talk about this stuff, don't be looking at me like, who, what's she like? Because some people just don't know and they want to know. And we want to educate our people, even if you don't use the passport. Have it. You know what I'm saying? Something that's another form of identification for one. And we need to expand our horizons, go beyond just the United States, travel, do things, you know what I'm saying? So I'll be talking about information where you can get your passports and all that stuff too. I ain't even show you a cute one or whatever. But anyway, I'm going to get off of here because I've been on here long enough. I've been trying to cut these down to 30 minutes. We've been doing good the past couple weeks because I really ain't been feeling up to it. Like tonight, I didn't want to do it. I was like, well, I'm just going to take another week off. I could use another week. But that's what Satan wants me to do. I've noticed even with me working out, if I miss like more than 2 days, I'll just get off the bandwagon and I don't do it. So I'm going to keep on pressing. I ask that you guys pray my strength, that I continue to press and do what y'all would have me to do and not my own wants and desires. So, and I will keep you guys in my prayers as well. Remember, if you need prayer, anything, inbox me. I will stop right where I'm at, pray with you, call you, messenger calls, whatever you want to do. I'm here for you. And I love you guys. And there is nothing you can do with this. So, do about it. Nothing you can do about it. So with that being said, thanks again for tuning in for another segment of Woman in the Middle of It. I will see you guys next week if the Most High says so. Good night.